Alright, so I recently got back into futures again. This is going to be like the third time I'm trying to do this. But this time is a little bit different because I actually finally got someone to do it with me, I guess, like a friend. And it's been a lot more fun doing it with him because, we're both like, sharing what we think is what we think the market's going to do and whatever. But the reason I'm here is mainly because like for trading, because I got back into futures obviously. If I'm up in the morning at 6:30 talking to my friend, sharing my thoughts and he's sharing his thoughts to me, my dad is usually sleeping around that time and I'm unable to find a good spot where I can be quiet while he can sleep. So, that like I won't be able to trade basically with my friend. I'd have to do it by myself. So it's a good thing that I'm able to move here because my grandma's always up before me. So and I wake up at around 6:50, get on here at around 7 to 7:10, and I'm trading. And usually my friend comes around on around that time too. So it works out because my grandma's already up. But my dad usually he wakes up a lot later, so it just doesn't work out. And so I'm glad I at least have a solution to the problem, which is moving here. But the reason why I really wanted to make this video in the first place is because this time I'm kind of sick and tired of just quitting trading and then coming back. But this time it's going to be a lot easier to stay consistent when it comes to trading because it's I've kind of like solved all the problems of why I quit in the first place. So I think it'll be a lot easier to stay consistent, and also I have a little bit of like practice of having that mental like staying consistent with something because I've been going to the gym a lot and I've been able to stay consistent going to the gym for like over half a year now. So I'm happy about that, but I can take what I've learned about staying consistent from going to the gym and apply it to trading. I can now, probably stay consistent with trading instead of just doing it with one thing, which is the gym. So I feel like, it's going to be a lot easier with all these things being said. And this time like I don't see myself quitting at all this time because I've tried futures like twice before this. One time I just like I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't watch a single video. I didn't like have any knowledge. I just like okay, I watched like one video of like what futures is because I had no clue what it was. But basically, yeah, I just went on a sim account. I like deposited money into NinjaTrade or whatever. I made a sim account and then I was just trading on that. And I was not really good at the time, and I kind of like went down the wrong steps, which most beginners do. Which it's fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. Of like, okay, I think I'm ready to go on to an evaluation, but I was very not ready at all, and I just ended up blowing a bunch of evals. And then I was like, I got super like what's the word, demotivated to continue because I was doing so bad, so I just quit. And then the second time I came back, I actually did way better. I took it a lot more seriously, and I went on a sim account. I was trading, and I noticed I was actually kind of figuring out the market a lot more. And so I went over to an eval, and I was a little bit more prepared. I definitely wasn't like ready, but I was definitely like I had an idea, I had a strategy, and I was able to at least come out getting a funded account. So I did pass an eval and I got the funded account, and I did make a little bit of money, but like I said, I wasn't fully ready, and all it takes is one single day to just freaking blow the account completely, and that's what ended up happening. I went on tilt. I just started trading like I shouldn't have been. I should have quit, while I was up, but I didn't. So that's what ended up happening. But this time, I am not gonna go onto an eval until I'm ready. I'm gonna make sure like I spend at least a few months on a sim account, and even if I'm not ready by then I'll stay longer. But I'm planning on staying on a sim account until I mean it's not like necessarily like a goal I'm hitting or anything, but I can just prove consistent profitability within a certain amount of time, like a good like week or month or however long I feel I need, because it varies. I feel like for different people it varies the amount of time that you need before you should switch to an eval. So I think once I like feel that I'm ready, then I'm gonna go. But I need to like prove to myself that I can be consistently profitable. So once I have done that, then Then I'll move over to an actual good account, or move over to an actual eval and start trying to get funded again. But yeah, that's kind of all I really wanted to talk about, so thank you for watching.